So guys, enough is enough. Enough of the injustice against Nnamdi Kanu. And in today's session, the judiciary judgments has now been quantified and also been judged. Welcome to this YouTube channel. In case you're new to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe bell below, because in this channel, I bring you everything that is trending and everything you need to know regarding Nnamdi Kanu. So the judiciary itself has finally been judged, and I'm going to be showing you the details in this very session. In this session, there are two video clips I want you guys to be watching in this very session, because after watching these two video clips, I want to be showing you and displaying to you how the judiciary was judged in this very session. And the two videos I'm about to display here for you guys are quite interesting, because I see no reason why the federal government, led by Bola Tinubu, are now negotiating with bandits and terrorists. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu is still languishing in detention helplessly. Don't also forget that in this very week, Nnamdi Kanu submitted a petition, an appeal, to be transferred to a medical hospital in Abuja, but it was immediately rejected in an urgent court sitting that was held in this very week. Well, without wasting much of your time, I would like you guys to watch these two videos, and after watching these two videos, we are going to be back to question Omotosho.
Ndị Igbo, please, biko, time don't reach where we go do protest and stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release you. Number one. Number two, time don't reach where we go do protest for all our governors' house. Ask them the reason why we no get seaport for Igbo land. These two things. Time don't reach now, where we go block Soludo and or Hope Uzodimma or Abia State Governor Enugu, all the Igbo governors. Ask them two questions. Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What is going on? Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Time don't reach you. Stop calling Jesus. Stop calling God. God cannot help you with something where you know say you could do by yourself. Oh. May we stand up before it's too late. Look at Ghana now. Which people did they pursue for Ghana? Na Igbo people. Which people did they pursue for South Africa and other countries? Na Igbo. Na Igbos. Because of envy and jealousy, because of the success, the progress is too much, the blessing is too much. May we do protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Make it help us. So. Is he a good man? Is he a good man? Yes. He created something to protect his people. Yes. He tries. He's a good man. Now also some of people, it's just because of some of people who stand for Gary. Might be the problem. He really care about us. Remember his word. He said, I will never disappoint you. You are the one to disappoint me. Now it be like say with the disappointment and the Kanu, we don't fail them. You understand? Because if somebody like Soludo and the Soludo go come out for campaign and all these ye governors, and nobody they interrupt them, nobody they shout free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we don't fail them. Since we supposed to don't they do protests, even Lagos self, even Abuja, even Igbo land, even everywhere, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for us. May we stand up for our brother. Time for protest and seaport. Ask them question. They can, if 2 million or 3 million of Igbo people stand up, they go all Igbo governor's house. They ask them question. They no go buy you. They no go buy anybody. Peaceful protest, you don't be violence one. No violence. Please. Let's do this and help ourselves. All this our leader, they not send us. All these people wicked, they don't send us. Look at how some of my people they poof by. And they know the reason why they are fighting for Biafra. Waiting be the reason. Not be because of they know the work, governors know the work. If na people who truly care about their people, since these people for done the work, but they don't care. When we go against them, do protest, please. They won't.
I'll tell you one thing. at this point, if you are a well-meaning Nigerian, regardless of the tribe where you are from, and you've seen this news that the Nigerian government had a peace deal with terrorists, bandits in northern Nigeria, and you are no longer calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, trust me, you are unfair, and I pray that the banditry happening in the north should happen to you. Let me not involve your family, because maybe your family might be calling for the release, but if your family is involved in tribal bigotry, in supporting this government, and not calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? May banditry happen to you and whoever that is involved in your family. You have a government. We've discussed this many times on different TikTok live. We have many yaribas that will come out to argue that Nnamdi Kanu should be this, should be that, should be this, should be that. Now you can see, this is a government having peace deal with banditry and terrorists. These are people that carry arms to unalive their own people in northern Nigeria. And then you have innocent IPOB members that came out with flag waving it in protest for a better Nigeria before they started agitating that they want to leave. And the government went on to brandish them as a terrorist group. The government could not even negotiate with them. They went on unalive them, carry arms, shot at them, and branded them terrorists. This same government has gone on to having peace deal with bandits, terrorists, actual terrorists in the northern Nigeria behind our back. Now it has broken. You have somebody like Gumi coming out to tell the Nigerian government that since the peace deal has broken, you people should not go and make any attack that will provoke and cause more insecurity in the state. Can you imagine what is happening? Are you threatening the federal government? How is it even possible that this Gumi has not even been arrested? Or can we say that the Nigerian federal government is literally aiding and abetting this terrorism going on in northern Nigeria and across Nigeria and even the southeast? That many of you are quick to condemn that they are doing it at home, they are not even serious, they are causing security in their state. How can we not be sure that this same government is responsible for the insecurity in the southeast? I will say it again, right? If you are a well-meaning Nigeria and you are seeing this headline and you are not advocating for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it not go better for you. It not go better for you, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not even done 1/4 of the insecurity act that is happening in the northern Nigeria today. He has not done 1/4. That man has been in prison for how long now? They've been adjourning his case. The guy has had health issues. Nobody seems to give a flying fuck about him. And you have some motherfuckers, some bandits from the northern Nigeria, and some of them from the Yoruba group, and some of them from my south that will go on live and be calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, this, that, this. If you don't use your platform to call for his release, it no go better for you and your family. And in fact, because of this headline now, I will come for anybody that will insult Nnamdi Kanu for any reason. In fact, for this single act that the federal government has done to negotiate or make a peace deal with these people, right? That has cleaned every single thing that Nnamdi Kanu has done. Whatever rhetoric Nnamdi Kanu has made in the past, with what is happening, that the federal government is giving peace deal to terrorists, my brother, my sister, whatever Nnamdi Kanu has said in the past, it is 100% allowed. It is 100% allowed. Yes, since that's how everybody wants to be running mad in the country, it is 100% allowed. Whatever rhetoric he has made, whether he did not go down well with you, whether it goes down well with you, I agree with it. Yes, I agree with it. Usually I used to say, I don't agree with everything that Nnamdi Kanu has said, but if the Nigerian government is negotiating with terrorists, if the Nigerian government is making peace deal with terrorists, and they cannot make peace deal with Nnamdi Kanu, let's forget about it. Let's forget about it, because at the end of the day, the peace deal they made with the banditries or the terrorists, it has broken now, and they've gone on to abduct 40 persons. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu was right, and he will always be right. And I take back every single statement I have made, saying that I do not totally agree with Nnamdi Kanu. I totally agree with every single thing he has said, going by what the federal government is doing with banditry and terrorism in the northern Nigeria.
Supreme Court ruling in Nnamdi Kanu's case is judicial fraud, alien to law, says lawyer Chidera. And I'm going to be reading this out for you in details so you can see the impunity of the Supreme Court. A lawyer and public advocate, Barrister Christopher Chidera, has strongly condemned the Supreme Court's ruling in the case of the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, describing it as judicial fraud in broad daylight and nullity ab initio. In a statement issued on Wednesday, Chidera said the Supreme Court misapplied precedents and constitutional law in Kanu's case. The lawyer emphasized on what he described as the irrelevance of Dokubo Asari v.frn in bracket 2007 to the extraordinary rendition of Kanu, the illegality of reversing of the appeal court ruling that discharged Kanu, the inviolability of non-derogable rights of Kanu, and the overriding supremacy of the Constitution. Chidera argued that the Supreme Court wrongly relied on Dokubo Asari v.frn precedent in determining Kanu's case. Now, if you haven't forgotten, in 2022, the appeal court acquitted and discharged Nnamdi Kanu of all charges leveled against him by the then Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. But still yet, Nnamdi Kanu is still being wrongfully detained. And here is Chidera blaming this on the Supreme Court and the judiciary. Let's continue. There was no element of international crime, no violation of Kenya's sovereignty, and no breach of the Extradition Acts. To extend that precedent to Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Nairobi is an exercise in intellectual perversion. He further stressed the memorandum therefore confronts the so-called justifications of the Supreme Court and exposes them as per incuriam, unconstitutional and void ab initio. The lawyer condemned the Supreme Court's decision to revive Kanu's trial after the Court of Appeal had discharged him. The Court of Appeal's judgment of October 13, 2022 was a terminal discharge based on jurisdictional nullity. Once given, that order extinguished the case, he said. The doctrine of functus officio applies. Functio officio means that a judge is not allowed to give a decision or make an order on the same matter twice. But here are they trying Nnamdi Kanu's case even after a judgment was passed in the appeal courts. And functio officio, which is their law, says that a judgment cannot be given twice on the same matter. But here are they judging Nnamdi Kanu twice in the same judicial system. Where in the world is this being done? Let's continue. When a court has reached its final decision in respect of a matter, such court cannot vary or change its own decision. By reviving a case that was already dead at the appellate level, the Supreme Court committed what can only be called judicial necromancy. A court without a live case before it has no jurisdiction. Therefore, Supreme Court of Nigeria sat in Nnamdi Kanu's case without jurisdiction. You can now see that the Supreme Court are now sitting on Nnamdi Kanu's case without any jurisdiction surrounding it, which terms it illegal. Chidera emphasized that Kanu's constitutional rights were wrongly set aside in ruling. He said Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution guarantees the right to fair hearing, in brackets, Section 36 of 1. Protection against double jeopardy in brackets, section 36 of 9. And finally, Chidera declared the Supreme Court judgment in FRN v. Nnamdi Kanu is not law but political expediency disguised as judicial reasoning. Well, you can imagine the atrocities the Supreme Court is committing against Nnamdi Kanu, and this is injustice. At this point, I'll let you guys tell me what you feel about this in the comment section below. Do to express your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, and hit the subscribe button below for more trending updates.